they called me battle steerer, boy with a blade and a blackbird grin. Volsung poured the meat for wolves, and I set places for the ravens. Smoke in my hair like a crown, iron in my mouth and my hands. I learned early how to bargain with the dead and with the land. I am the man on the rock, salt in my scars, wind in my teeth. I'm the burden you lift when the night grows sharp and the road grows steep. Call me spellcaster, call me broken stock. I don't care what you call me, I wanna ride. I wanna ride. Give me a hull of splintered pine, give me a horse made of storm and snare. I'll name every ghost on the shoreline, I'll trade every oath I wear. Stone remembers every footfall, blood remembers every vow. If you're heading for the world's edge, take me with you now. I am the man on the rock, salt in my scars, wind in my teeth. I'm the burden you lift when the night grows sharp and the road grows steep. Call me spellcaster, call me broken stock. I don't care what you call me, I wanna ride. I wanna ride. I wanna ride. Wheel turns or burns, names fall off like rust. Ride with me or ride through me, but leave me in the dust. I am the man on the rock, salt in my scars, wind in my teeth. I'm the burden you lift when the night grows sharp and the road grows steep. Call me spellcaster, call me broken stock. I don't care what you call me, I wanna ride. I wanna ride. I wanna ride.
Raven on the beam, I listen close by the ash and the iron door. Cattle die, kinsmen die, but I keep one thing more. A harder name and a mouth that knows when to bite its tongue and when to go. Wise words cut deep like a winter stone. Better no prayer than too much bread on the road. Wise man, hold your own. Better than gold is a man's good name. Wise remain. I saw the boastful fall in mud, full cup, empty hand, and a mouthful of blood. Over drink your ale is the worst of woes. So I sip slow now and I choose my road. I count each friend, I count each foe. I keep my counsel, I let the storm blow. No crown stays bright, no feast stays long. Be wise in words and wary in all. Wise man, hold your own. Better than gold is a man's good name. Wise man, walk alone. Cattle die, kinsmen die, but my words remain. When the hall goes dark and the ale runs thin, I hear the old law under my skin. Joy to the joyful man is the measure. I leave with my honor, that's my treasure. Wise man, hold your own. Better than gold is a man's good name. Wise man, walk alone. Cattle die, kinsmen die, but my words remain. Wise man, hold your own. Better than gold is a man's good name. Wise man, walk alone. I leave with my name, and the wind knows it too.
Thou who seekest door art chosen. In thine exodus from thine own life, make sacrifice of who thou used to be. Forsake thy memories, forsake thine identity, to be born anew.
What is going on, everybody? Finally, right? Good evening, and welcome back to Grey Pill, the Grey Pill Podcast, whatever you want to call it. I am your host, Julian the Apostate, the handsome Hierophant, the Mississippi Mystic, the Hyperborean Hick. No, some people call me a Hick, Hillbilly, Hyperborean Hermit. Happy Woden's Day. Hope everybody had a great day and an even better early evening. Moving on into the evening, you're here to join me, and I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes the past couple of days. I appreciate it, guys. I just saw all the love in the group chat, and like I said, you guys mean way more to me than you would know. I'm trying not to get the Got a probably not too long of an episode tonight, but we got a pretty good one for you. I'm going to go back over the Green Man article that I had read to you guys. I'll let you know the source here in a second once we get into it, but basically the Green Man Part 3. I'm doing a solo series on the Green Man kind of as I go, right? We did part 1. I think part 1 we had Nick from the Occult Rejects, Headless Giant, and Styan Fox from the Greyhorn Pagans. But part 2 was part 2 of the Green Man. That was me and Rat. I think Season of the Rat. My boy Eamon Rat, he had hopped on for that one. That was a pretty good one as well. We talked about the cult of the head. People worship the head of John the Baptist. They worship the head of these different figures and these different deities. But I guess at one point there were that's what the Green Knight is all about, right? So part 3 is the symbolism of the Green Man in depictions of St. George, basically slaying the dragon, which comes from an earlier Muslim prophet from North Africa. So we're going to get all into that. I got something that we're going to read. If you were here a couple Saturday mornings ago for Gods of the Morning Wood, Hail the Gods of the Morning Wood, you would know what we're talking about. Me and Nick got into it. He left at the end, so it was kind of choppy, but we covered a little bit. But you can't find it now. It's on the Patreon. If you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/greypilledpodcast. Also, if you want to support the show, you guys know we have a goal that we do for it's like a daily goal. We hit the goal for my birthday show. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a couple more shows. I may even do a show tomorrow night. My son is going back to school tomorrow. So my mother-in-law lives almost 20 to 25 minutes closer to his school, in which he will ride through a wooded area with other children and arrive where he goes to school. It's pretty cool, actually. But the neighborhood lets out right there, the neighborhood that my mother-in-law lives in. So, I got the house for a couple nights. So, I think, fuck it, why not? Promised you guys I do more solo streams. We're kind of, Grey Pill's on a certain arc right now, and we're trying to keep it going, right? So, Hotep, good to see you. Doofus Dog, suck it, Gay Pilled. Fuck you, Doofus Dog. Just kidding. Love you, Doofus Dog. Thanks for coming by. Telling me to go fuck myself. Morning Wood, Tara. Hey, Tara. I say, David. It's good to see you. SMS 717. Always good to see you. Your B-Day stream was awesome. Thanks, Tara. Okay. Yeah, it was like 4 hours long. We killed it. When I say we, I mean you guys and myself. I believe Q called in. That was pretty cool. You guys can call into the show as well. We have a line. It's open. So I do turn it off throughout the week, though, while I'm at work. I failed to do that the first week, and it was pretty bad. But, thank you, Tara. Thank you. It's good to see you here. Also, earlier, Chuck Irwin. What's up, man? It's always good to see you every now and again. And then, appreciate it. Oh, Howard. Let's fucking go. Howard's here, guys. One of my a few YouTube people that shows up. I have a lot of YouTube subscribers, more on YouTube than Rumble. But I'd like to say that difference made up is our other podcasters and their podcast following me. So let's get those Rumble numbers up. If you're not following me, go fucking do it. Don't be a bitch. Help your boy out and get me up to par with YouTube, right? I still can't receive super chats on YouTube. Nothing is really monetized, but or some of it is, but like the last show we did, my fucking birthday stream, it partially blocked. I mean, we cut it off an hour and 30 into it, and I told you guys to come over to Rumble. If we hit the goal, so I put 50 for, to inspire people, but if we hit the $33 goal, we will go even further and watch we could watch The Odyssey Part 2 from 1997, or we could dive into something else that I'm doing. So we'll see where we are around when we end this little Green Man presentation. And if you, like I said earlier, if you guys were here that Saturday morning, you're going to be hearing a lot. You're going to be, it's the same thing, but I think I have a couple new takes on it. So, and I hit Zaralath up, and he's going to bed. He's a sleepy runic genius tonight. And then I think Nick is busy with his woman. So we are rolling solo. SMS. Always good to see you. JC, as always, you're here for every show, dude. My wife has said before, you are a Fed. And I said, nonsense. It's blasphemy. I was like, he wouldn't be hanging out with Nancy in Las Vegas, if he wasn't a Fed, unless they're both Fed together. But I highly doubt it. So I always push back. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. What's up? What's up, doofus dog? You fucking faggot. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, dude. Thanks for letting me know that you Q, guys. Maybe a new piece of wood. That was pretty gay. For Gods of the Morning Wood. If you guys don't know, I had mentioned this past week several times, Subliminal Messenger. Stax has already left us. He's on his own path, and I think Gods of the Morning Wood may have been a little too much for him. Coming fresh out with the box saga. Zara laughed. But we love Stax, and he's always welcome on the show. But I don't think he will be joining us too much. So Subliminal and Season of the Rat are both kind of leaving us. Subliminal will still be doing designs behind the scenes, some songs. Rat will still be coming on every now and then. Same with Subliminal, but they will not be official co-hosts of the show. It will be me, Zaralath, and I don't think Nick is going to be doing it like with me and Zaralath every time. He shows up when he can show up. So got a few people I'm talking to, trying to get on. Q's going to be kind of filling in here and there if I need him. If he wants to come hang out, he doesn't have to read or anything. Or if he wants to read, he can. Q, you better sharpen up that vernacular, sir. There will be no black scent on my show. no wigger scent. I'm just kidding. Q's a good guy. He's a smart dude. Just been watching Grey Pill for so long. But anyway. Yeah, you guys know how I do it with a 30-minute music intro. So we're a couple. There was one new song at the end. It was I just took a section. I don't remember what stanzas, but out of the Havamal, the Wisdom of Odin, and I just applied it to a little song, little. I was gonna say ditty, but that sounds weird now too, right? I hate it. Some words you could have used 20 years ago that you can no longer use. But a little fucking hymn. I don't know what. I mean, it's a little more than a song, It's like a something a minstrel would sing. Oh, there he is. You do have a rumble. You can say bad words here, Howard, and I will pull them up. Connie was saying that ass butt left horseshoes and hand grenades, dude. That's fucking. But he does his own thing. I think Thursday nights, ass butt has his own piano show. So Connie's looking for co-hosts. I can't do weekdays as far as like every week. Last night was my birthday again. Where is that? I do not think I deleted it. Did I fucking delete it? I did. I suck. No, I didn't.
It's your birthday today, Julian.
What the fuck? It's not Trailer Park Boys. I don't know what that is. Sound like Guar. I got it in there. We're gonna delete it though. It's not my birthday anymore. Not my fucking birthday. Asput left the internet. Wait. Shit, man. I missed something. David, thank you, dude. Thank you. Asput's our guy. He's definitely one of our guys. That I get it, Yeah, much love the rat. No, it's not on bad terms at all. They just have their own thing that they're doing, and it's fine. It'll be me, Zaralath, and then trying to talk to Headless, trying to get the Headless Giant back in there, and talking to a couple other people. My buddy, Natural Selectionist on X, he is going to come on the show. We're going to talk for a while. He's got some stuff he wants to kind of rant on, so I'm gonna let him do his thing. And if I'm sure from what we've talked about, he'd definitely be able to come on. And my buddy Heretical Heathenry, I think we were talking. His schedule's a little different, but and then Zaralath is talking. I want to ask Stein, but he's in Holland, so he's probably he's talking to his buddy. I forgot the guy's name. He's friends with Stein. Brady, if you see this, dude, would love to have you on. I heard you're a Hellenist, and I love the Greek mythos and the mysteries. So would love to get your take on some things. Oh, dude, if we could get Brady, Headless, Stein, me, and Zaralath, fucking A, dude. Like that's I think that would be something special right there. But anyway, I was going to say one more thing. Oh, yeah. I was going to say there's a guy, it's a Scandinavian futurist. He's pagan from Scandinavia, obviously named. His name on X is Bog Body Pillow. And got a bog deep dive coming up soon, as well as an augury one. Solo dives, guys. But Brute Norse is his brand, and got this shirt. The Allfather, the first depictions, Odin with his two ravens on his head, the wolf warrior, and the Ufanar. But Brute Norse, and I love, dude. I'm gonna glaze you a little bit. Your design of your runes is very it's very futurist. It's very what's the word? I don't know. It has a great aesthetic to it. I love it because they're runes, but they are styled like I've never seen them styled like this. So see what else we got. Got a hat. The Fool's Mirror, raising the bog standard. The gods of the bog. Got this cool DIY zine that he put out on Changelings. It is fascinating to say the least. But maybe we'll go over it on Patreon or something. And then he sent some elf urinal stickers as well. Fucking love it. Like I said, love the aesthetic. I love the whole DIY kind of vibe to it. So thank you, Brute Norse. Hail Brute Norse. We got a... all right. Also, I got some more merch coming in. I'm trying to get these guys on, man, but like, yeah, it is what it is. We have a $2 donation. Let's fucking go. This is for the chat. You guys are awesome. Oh, Tara, that's sweet. Guys, Tara loves you. Say thank you, Tara. Tara, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. We're going to put that on there in a second. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this. I'd call it an article. What site is it off of? It's off of like a blog spot, basically. But it's very informal, like a lot of good shit on there. Maypole of Wisdom. So different people put, I guess, essays or articles on here covering certain things, and it's everything esoteric European, basically. So we are going to go back over this. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the birthday episode the other night, it's basically the Odyssey, part 1 from 1997 with Armand Asante. And it's just incredible. It's incredible. No, the fucking new Odyssey, I've seen enough scenes. It holds no comparison in any way whatsoever. Don't get me started. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Anything else I wanted to cover? Oh, yeah, put some new shirts on the merch site. That is greypilledprintify.me. Go over there, check it out. Going to be putting some new, as far as I just put some shirts up. I think I put a tank top on there as well, but I'm going to be putting some more mugs since winter's coming. I'm going to be putting some more mugs on there, and we got some bookmarks and stuff. I need to put the last hat I tried to put on there. It didn't want to do it, but I think I got a couple ideas for some hats. Got to order some new merch as well for myself so I can rock it on the show. Show you guys. Again, Tara, thanks for the donation. We'll be going to the fund. And like I said, guys, we get to the 33 Illuminati confirmed goal, then we'll hang out for a little longer. We'll watch something else. So don't forget. Anyway, what are you guys saying? Doofus Dog, I'm still waiting for Jules to display my bad word. Hail ass butt. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Shut his Twitter account and everything. So Thursday nights are open. Guys, I will be streaming tomorrow night because my family will be staying at my mother-in-law's tomorrow night as well to get the first couple of days of school kind of pattern to where my son can get acclimated and he can, because I'll be dropping him off with his, I had to get a fucking bike rack for my Jeep, but don't ever use that sound effect again. Why? Which one? Was it this one? Was it that one's bad? Huh? I do that one as a joke. Is it this one?
You tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm fucking coming.
It's the kids.
Well.
Come on, man. Just a. I guess it depends on what they're cheering for. Yeah. Was that the sound? Let me know if I'm wrong. Modernized runes go hard. Yeah, they do. They do. I'm trying to do up some stuff of my own. As my wife is talking about writing her own grimoire. So a lot of cool shit happening on Grey Pill to Future. We're still going to do some live streaming. We're going to go camping in Bienville National Forest. I fucking promise. You guys know when I said we were going to watch Twin Peaks in its entirety and analyze the entire thing esoterically, and we did it, the entire fucking thing and more. So took me a little bit, but we did. Anyway, got some people that I need to. Which one, bro? Just say it. Is it the that one? I don't think my IQ is that low, dude. But at times, I can falter. I can fall from grace. Yeah, I know. It's. I do it for the low IQ retards. How about that, Hotep? Do you feel better? Hotep Beavis in the house. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and pull this up, get started. We've been here almost, yeah. Kind of riffing 15 minutes or so. Okay, where is the window? To the window? Never mind. All right. The Green Man, St. George, and the Dragon, Power of Nature. So, let's get to this. Julian the Prostate. Oh, thank you, Q. Doofus Dog. Sorry, Doofus Dog. No, don't spread lies. Thank you. I just saw that. Sometimes I may be dyslexic. I don't know. Sometimes I read the comments backwards. Not the words, but just backwards. Does that count? It's not good. I've been working on it. Anyway, Tyranny, what's going on, brother? Hail, Tier. It's good to see you, man. We are just getting started, sir. So just hang out. I let everyone know, $33 goal. It says 50. That's just, people are feeling generous. But if we get to it by the end of this, I'll hang out for a little longer. I am able to right now. So, I want to just all the things in the all the tabs don't really matter if you see them. They're just different sagas and things I have pulled up. So yeah, the Green Man, St. George, and the Dragon, Power of Nature. Oh, what is this? 1 subscription gifted. Tyranny. Thank you, dude. Hold on. Where? Here I go, guys. Losing my tabs. Here we go. I need to do. Hold on. Let me see this. Can I do this? Can we do? We can do half and half. How's that look on there? Does that look okay? I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm going to go down here. And then we're going to bring that back. Did not like that. Sorry if no one else liked it either. Exit full screen, but you're going to go back to how you were. And you're not going to be a faggot. And you're going to work. You're going to work well. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Man, hold on. Let me get this to where y'all can act. I mean, can y'all read it? If y'all can read it, then we're all good. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Tyranny. Get a balls free.
I'm gonna come.
Here we go. All right, guys. Let's get back to it. Okay. This is by Paul Broadhurst. Very intelligent man, I'm sure. Here we go. Does this work a little better? When we strip away the modern association of St. George from the more unsavory elements of unthinking nationalism, it soon becomes clear that the illustrious saint has lost none of his timeless appeal in the hearts and minds of millions of people throughout the world. Wherever we travel, From the troubled lands of the Middle East to the remote regions of Russia and Central Europe, we find that he is still honored as one of the timeless spiritual guides of humanity. There he is there, slang. And let's pull my meme up. Let's pull my meme up. Sorry, that sounded faggy. I don't make memes, right? Like, but I guess it's not a meme. Is it a meme? I want to pull it up. I haven't pulled it up in a while. So it would be just like me to not have it. Excuse me. All my photos. It's a great representation of what I would say the initiate trampling the serpent. No, it's just not. Is it just not on there? So where is it? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Fucking cool, I guess. Really cool. Nope, I found it. Sorry, guys. I found it. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. I may do this a couple times during the show. Be for a good reason, I promise. Okay. So here we go. This is up here. I love this. It's Sir Tristan and Sir Palamedes jousting or dueling. You have the white and black motif. Means the same thing as obviously slaying or stepping on the serpent. Right here you have Hermes Trismegistus crushing Typhon. Right there is Siegfried or Sigurd slaying Fafnir. Right here we have the Thracian rider that you see a lot in, we talk about a lot on this show along with Sabazius. Right here is the Archangel Michael, or the Sumerian deity Ninurta, crushing his adversary. Right here we have Zeus, I believe slaying Typhon as well. That's Typhon? God damn it. Did I really not? I'm pretty sure that's Typhon. That's either Typhon or I wish Headless. If Headless was here, he could tell me. There's Apep getting crushed or speared by Ra. And there's Thor and Jormungandr. And then there is Christ crushing serpents and something else. So yeah, you see that motif, those themes a lot. Anyway, let's pull this back up. Sorry guys, wanted to share that. Haven't shared that in a while. I'm gonna post that. Haven't posted that on my new account. Go follow me on X. My other account got hacked. If you don't know by now, you should. Jug the Goat if you're on YouTube. Go follow my new account. You're following the old one. Okay, so he also presides over the great historical institutions like a guiding light, with his chapels and churches located at the very centers of power. Why, we may find ourselves asking, does this alleged Roman soldier, martyred for his beliefs right at the beginning of the Christian era, still exert such a powerful influence? Especially as in 1969, the Vatican demoted him to the rather undignified status of a minor local saint. The truth is that the long and glorious career of St. George has been the target of a campaign of church propaganda since the very beginning. Close examination of the available records can only lead to the conclusion that the Roman general who is said to have died for his Christian beliefs is unlikely to have ever existed, at least with the name George. Eusebius, the generally reliable chronicler and bishop of Caesarea, in whose province the martyrdom occurred, never even mentions him. And I mean, guys, we see this in Egypt with the Exodus. You know, and people go, well, they don't write about their enemy. It's like, well, they fucking recorded everything on those hieroglyphs. Are you kidding me? This has to do, heard a Syriac and Headless talking about it, Elephantine Island and in Egypt, and the Hyksos, right? That's not for this episode, maybe later. Yeah, it's like, dude, definitely. I mean, they talked about this very communistic, rebellious, nomadic group of people named the Hyksos. But, you know, I had brought up that even the mythological slang of the Egyptian pharaoh is basically, it comes straight from Osiris, right? Being drowned. Osiris was the god of Upper Egypt, right? Adversary being Set. Anyway, never even mentions him. It is only when that arch manipulator Constantine the Great begins to rewrite history at the various councils of the early 4th century that George surfaces as a suitably heroic figure to lead the holy war against paganism. In Constantine's New World Order, the political and military need to create a state religion was imperative. The very existence of the Roman Empire was at stake. When we begin to look at some of the other elements of the George myth, a completely different picture begins to emerge. One of the most telling clues to the genuine mystery behind the George phenomenon is in the name itself. The word begins and ends with the root Je. This is one of the oldest words known, occurring in Sumerian, Egyptian, Greek, and Indo-European languages. I want to say it's Ge. I guess so. Yeah. I don't know why I said Je. It's not a fucking J. I was thinking of George, so I was just. So maybe it's. Yeah. It means earth. Gaia, Gaia. Yeah. Everyday words still in common use. Such as geology or geography. So G. Show how persistent this root has been over at least the last 6,000 years. The etymology of George thus appears to show that he may originally have been an earth god connected with fertility. Wait a minute. George, an earth god? What's up, Mytho? Good to see you, man. You may have been here the other morning when we went over this, but early gray pilled episode, man. I had Juan Ayala on from One on One. Love you, Juan. I know you won't come on again, but you're a good guy. So hope you're doing well. But yeah, Juan came on and talked about meme magic. And some pretty funny stuff, especially what him and Thomas did with the one of their comics. It may have been The Chosen One 2. But maybe I'll go over that on a Patreon episode. They perform meme magic in one of the comics, and I'm not going to tell you guys about it right now. But anyway. So, back to it. Whose widespread worship in the ancient world was absorbed by Constantine's attempts to make early Christianity into an all-inclusive religion that would become a vehicle for Roman bureaucracy. To reinforce this view, the Greek translation of the name means earth worker or tiller of the soil. That's what George means. What has this got to do with a martyred soldier? The widespread appearance of St. George in May Day and other springtime folk rituals also appears. May Day, this like maypole of wisdom, so maybe it has something to do with. That's cool. Also appears to show that he was the presiding spirit of such festivities that had their roots in pre-Christian times. It begins to look as though George may have originally represented the fertile spirit of the earth itself. the force that lies dormant in the winter and awakens each spring to bring renewed life, as we do. His martyrdom is that of the dying God who is resurrected each year and on whose rebirth we are all dependent. People know that's, Christ, Mithras, Osiris and the Horus, Balder. I don't want to get into it, but the Muzi, that's one of the earliest ones. But you have this myth, these different myths in all our cultures of these dying and rising gods. Remove that comment. I do that a lot. I'll leave a comment up there for like 10 minutes. I don't have a producer, never have. Can't afford it. you gotta pay people for stuff like that. Let me add this in to the goal so I don't forget that you guys donated. Thank y'all. There we go. Got it. Okay. So here we go. So on whose rebirth we are all dependent. Beyond this sufficient criterion, this is a note, by the way, by the author. Dying and rising deities were often held by scholars to have a number of cultic associations, sometimes thought to form a pattern. They were young male figures of fertility. The drama of their lives was often associated with mother or virgin goddesses. In some areas, they were related to the institution of sacred kingship, often expressed through rituals of sacred marriage. There were dramatic reenactments of their life, death, and putative resurrection, often accompanied by a ritual identification of either the society or given individuals with their fate. And I guess there's a Dying and Rising Gods article. That's cool. You see it with Buddha and Zarathustra, right? Lots of different ones. But this came about, okay, so many centuries after the supposed existence of the Roman St. George, a new element was grafted onto the myth that turned him into a dragon slayer. This came about because of a story in Jacobus de Vareng's The Golden Legend. Voragine. Jacobus de Voragine's The Golden Legend, a compendium of the lives of the saints. Destined to become one of the best-selling books of all time, it had a massive influence on the popular psyche. For in those days, it was believed that such writings were the results of historical scholarship and not propaganda or mass mind control through the media, as we might perhaps see it today. But Jacob was Bishop of Genoa, one of the great maritime trading and banking centers of the Knights Templar, a city dedicated to St. George. Its foundation legend told of San Siro, who coaxed a troublesome draconic serpent from a well and banished it. Such legends were common throughout the pre-Christian world, and it seems more than likely that Jacobus's grafting of the dragon legend onto that of St. George was yet another exercise in bringing the pagan mythologies into line with the worship of the one true God. The one true God. His idea worked brilliantly, for it blended the dragon lore of the Celtic world with the heroic knight of Christendom, who fought for truth and justice. I had a lisp when I said Christendom. I don't always have a lisp. Maybe because I've had a couple Topo Locos. Topo Locos. Let's go. No, Topo Chico. Seltzer. Oh, hello, Fire Pixie. Greetings. Good evening. It's good to see you. Yeah. So let's see. Yes. Most likely propaganda, right? This is how it worked, before Christianity took over, and I guess the Crusades started, was through propaganda and kind of word of mouth, right? And yeah, Constantine played a huge part in that. So, So it also, beyond its fairy tale appeal to the common mind, alluded to a tradition that was well known amongst the mystically inclined Templars. This was the esoteric science of the dragon power of nature, the life force that animates the earth, the Kundalini or fiery serpent power cultivated by mystics and those involved in the search for enlightenment, the essential root of evolving spiritual consciousness. It is today acknowledged that the Templars were deeply immersed in such spiritual quests. They were also castrating themselves. So, as the inheritors of their own native mysticism, and also having learnt much from the Sufi masters at the great schools of Persia, the Holy Land, and the rest of Middle East. Okay, so we're getting into the Sufi angle is coming soon. And so in one death stroke, the archetypal image of St. George as a dragon slayer, that is an enlightened being taming the spiritual force of the dragon, became a universally recognizable symbol that was readily adopted by the Templars and their compatriots. It symbolized everything they stood for, and also made a profound statement to initiates that Christianity, paganism, and Islam were all derived from the same spiritual roots, whatever the political machinations of the time. May not agree on that, but much of these underground beliefs can be clearly seen in the buildings that were created in the great religious flowering of the 12th and 13th centuries, when a massive leap forward in architectural design accompanied one of the greatest waves of construction in history, the Gothic Revival. Fuck yeah. There's a little map to show kind of, I guess can't really see shit. We have a $5 donation from Fire Pixie. Hail the Fire Pixie. Thank you. It says, loves the handsome faggot. Thank you, Fire Pixie. It is now, it's handsome Hierophant now, but for you, you can. God damn you, Mersh. You called me that over 2 years ago now, and good times. That was a late night show. That was late as fuck. That was like 1 a.m. It's like, who's this handsome faggot? And I was like, dude, you know what? I'm gonna run with it. I got a hot wife, whatever. And I'm not gay, so I think we all know that. If you watch the show, you should know. I should. Well, you shouldn't have to say it if you're not, dude. Fag. Anyway, let's get back to this. Thank you, Fire Pixie, for the $5 donation. Thank you for growing towards the goal. We hope to get to 5-leaf clover. What's going on, man? So let's read on this. So, here we go with some Green Man motifs. I'm loving it. Loving it. Got to get my own Green Man for my little garden back there, my little wildflower garden. I am going to start gardening this next year. I'm gonna fucking can you please? Yeah. Thank you. Here we go. Is a perfect example. See the foliage surrounding his head and face, and also emerging from the nose, from the nostrils. I'm sure there's a deeper meaning to that. It sometimes looks like smoke or a beard. I guess it could count as a beard. And this is the patriarch of nature, guys. This is, so pretty nice Green Man right there. It's like Sir Nunos, maybe. Not the horns, but. So one of the most interesting motifs employed. No, you're not going to do that. Or that. And, well, fuck. One of the most interesting motifs employed throughout this time was the ubiquitous foliate head known today as the Green Man.
Oh, great Odin's raven!
That's a beautiful Green Man. The significance of this image can hardly be overestimated. This isn't going to work. I got to make it smaller. That's what she said. For throughout European churches and cathedrals, it vastly outnumbers images of Christ. It is arguably the predominant image in ecclesiastical architecture of the period. While some maintain it represents little more than the pagan spirit of vegetation, studies of the different styles, sometimes agonizing as if in the throes of death or depicted as a young, virile male or even a newborn babe, indicate that it is a direct reference to the dying and rising God of pre-Christianity that was supplanted by the advent of Jesus Christ. Virile, is that how you say it? That dude, I know that has to come from vril. Has to. Here's some more depictions of the Green Man, guys. Gonna have some gray-pilled merch with his face on it soon, I promise. What happened? But it is a very ancient archetype, and it does represent, the masculine or the masculine force in nature, just as Earth is feminine. It's Gaia, right? The Green Man comes and spreads his seed. I'm gonna clip that. These powerful connections between the Green Man and St. George and the dragon can be seen everywhere when we realize that medieval sculpture was a way of encoding information through the use of symbolic imagery. Few seem to have noticed how often these motifs are deliberately linked by those who designed the sculptures. There are literally thousands of examples. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure there's a little Green Man. Oh yeah, right underneath. Look at the column right here. Yeah, right here. Okay, you can see my arrow. Okay, right here. Oh, wait a minute. We got another. Another $5 donation from Fire Pixie. It says, "You'll always be my handsome faggot." Thank you, Fire Pixie. Thank you. I used to have like a sincere button. What happened to it? Thank you for the donation, Fire Pixie. Where'd it go? I used to have a great button for that. It was like a violin or something. May have been the Sarah McLachlan music. But thank you, Fire Pixie. That means a lot, especially right after my birthday. So thank you. All right, guys, let's get back to this. Yeah, we'll explain this pillar right here. And what you see on top of it is St. George. So we are getting up there to the goal, guys. So, we get to 33. We get to hang out for a little longer. I get to hang out with the handsome Hierophant. It could go hand in hand, right? Like the handsome heathen, handsome hermit, Hyperborean hermit, Hyperborean Hierophant. I don't know. And no, there's no coincidence as to why it's HH. We don't, That just literally happened. Kind of like the Mississippi Mystic, the MM. Okay. The Mississippi, I don't know. Need some new titles. I got to make a shirt with my face on it. Maybe people will buy it. On the outside of Baselminster in Switzerland is a dramatic representation of St. George spearing a dragon above an ancient doorway. He rises from a pedestal formed by the head of a green man. The message could hardly be plainer. The figure of St. George on his white horse, a Celtic symbol of the otherworldly regions, is firmly built upon the foundations of the Green Man. Anyone passing through the portal to the minster beyond is obliged to recognize that the powers of nature and its cycles of death and rebirth are amongst the most powerful and transformative forces on earth. Yes, because, that's just the natural order of things, right? What happens when you go against nature? Abominations. They're trying to replace nature right now. They're trying to hijack our Green Man. So, the dragon, before it was demonized by the medieval church to promote fear, and a last-ditch attempt to destroy the lingering pre-Christian ways, was almost invariably a beneficent symbol of natural power. Absolutely. This esoteric understanding of the former Celtic Christian church in many instances carried over into certain strands of later Orthodox Christianity. Absolutely. We got some gargoyles there. What's that? Yeah. We got a Green Man's face up in there, maybe. I like the gargoyles. We need to do a deep. That's what we talked about last time we did this, was a deep dive on gargoyles. We get a European folklorist in here. This is cool. I want to get a gargoyle in my house. I don't want to do that. I want to scare the crows. Trying to attract the crows as of late. Giving them nuts and shiny things. Talking. Anyway. Don't mind me. Let's go down a little bit. There's some more dragon motifs. Oh, you could kind of link the gargoyle in with the dragon and like the griffin, right? Could you? Oh my God. Fire Pixie. Mythoclass. Oh, what are y'all doing? Hal Box Saga. Oh, what? I was going to bring that up when it was talking about, are we talking about the Green Man spreading his seed? Yeah. It's pretty Bacchian. Not to be confused with Bacchus. Hundreds of churches and cathedrals have massive dragons carved over their entrances. They guard the site and imbue it with spiritual power. Some examples in Britain are Bristol, Manchester, and Lincoln cathedrals. The latter with a pair of very dramatic and wonderfully carved dragons over the west door. Maybe what we're seeing right there on the side, perhaps. These are the remnants of the original builder's understanding preserved in stone. The widespread dragon legends that can be found in every land often refer to the dragons as dangerous and a threat to the local inhabitants. However, on examination, one can clearly discern how much older legends have been adapted by church propaganda to bring people under their control and inculcate fear of the old ways. We talk about this on every episode, especially the bastardization of European heritage, traditions, and culture in the mainstream and pop culture and media. Now that's fucking cool. I want that guy. Look at the claw marks in the stone. So so cool. Those legends that still preserve the true original flavor of these stories, which some echoing down from prehistory frequently tell how the saint or holy man does not slay the dragon, but but tames it through the power of prayer or magic. Some, like the druid-like Saint Samson of Cornwall, even lived in the dragon's lair, so that they could experience the natural power of the place so recently vacated by the beast itself. He's just lived in a cave. Many ancient festivals still have dragons as their central focus, wild, cavorting figures around which the local people dance with dervish-like energy. Let's fucking go. Yeah, here we go. A great number of these dragon worshipping festivities were banned by the church, who were often intimidated by their power. One vicar at Padstow in Cornwall tried to bribe the villagers with as much food and drink as they could consume if only they refused to indulge in the annual May Day Abias ritual, which was notorious for its licentiousness. Not one complied. Let's go. The Abias ritual. What's this? We're going to open this in a open link in new tab. Whoa. No. Not doing any of this. No. Continue? Okay. I can't read. I don't read Spanish. What is this? Yeah, okay, so y'all are seeing what I'm seeing? Can't watch it on YouTube. Can't watch YouTube on YouTube. Does it matter? I do want this episode to stay up. So let's see if there's any. Can I play it? Do y'all know if I can play it? I'd like to play it. What do y'all think? Y'all think I'll get flagged, or you think the video will get taken down? Guys, let me know. How many people on Rumble? 14. For a Wednesday night, unannounced show. That's good. Oh, we got a raid. Not Nice Guy has raided the stream. What's up, Not Nice Guy? Not Nice Guy. Shout out, Not Nice Guy. Longtime friend of the show. Go over to his channel, Artificial Dissemination, and check him out. He's a Mormon. He's a good guy. He's the best Mormon. He's the best Mormon. Is that Trump? Kind of Trumpian? Xerox. Oh, now they're all calling me handsome faggot. Thank you, Fire Pixie. You. Okay. And all the guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Send it in a Rumble rant. If you're gonna call me a faggot, I guess. Can I watch this? Can we watch this and YouTube not flag me? I want to see the Abias ritual. Subliminal, do you know? I'm going to grab one more drink. Only had two. Let's go. Got my new shades. You guys like it? Shout out moms. Love my mom. It's like I actually needed shades. So lost my other ones in Virginia. Probably out in the woods. Speaking to the gods. But anyway, let's get back to this. Can I watch this? Okay, fucking none of you are on YouTube, are you? You're all on Rumble. Even Mythoclass is on Rumble. Fuck. Is anyone on YouTube? Because we'll cut YouTube. And we got 4 people. I'm not gonna cut y'all. All right. I guess if we hit the goal at the end, we'll watch this and we'll look at something else maybe. I don't know. But let's get back to our original what we were talking about. Okay, so can't wait for next May Day. That's pretty cool right there. Subliminal, you can make one of these. Subliminal made a Yakub head for my 1-year anniversary show. It was fantastic. You had Top Lobster actually like muting his mic to laugh and smile. It's pretty funny. Speaking of NDS, shout out Nancy. Nancy was here the other night, all night. Love you, Nance. I know you can't make it all the time, but I appreciate you coming and hanging out. We've been missing you over here. So here we go. To this day, one can still sense, I guess I can. How are my levels, guys? Not bad. All right, because I've had these in. I don't need these in because why? I'm not talking to anyone, so don't know why it fucking matters. I don't know why. Anyway, to this day, one can still sense the sheer vivacity of such proceedings and the genuine spirit of celebration at the rebirth of the spring god of fertility. The Os, I want to say Os, Obios, with like an accent. I don't know. How would you say it? Abios? That sounds so fucking just. The Os, it has to be said, looks far more like a dragon than a horse. And of course, St. George, as the spirit of renewal, is a central figure in this and many other such celebrations. At Padstow, he ritually dies, accompanied by an emotionally charged and mournful song, before suddenly the Os suddenly leaps up, reborn at the same moment as St. George. Wow. So the dragon, the serpent, dies and then is reborn with St. George. If that isn't... Oh, $2 donation from Fire Pixie. Handsome faggot, cut YouTube. I can't cut it. Look, Fire Pixie. Ah, man. Where did Howard go? YouTube is for my toddler. Oh, Pat. But I like the people on YouTube. How? Okay. Look. I like the people on YouTube. But no one is like, you know. We got 5 now. We got 5 on YouTube now, guys. I can't cut them. If no one was on there, I'd cut them. But I keep saying cut. Like, I don't know. I don't like how I say that. I'd remove YouTube. But, you know, we're not doing that right now. Like I said, we're at an hour and a half. So let's finish this up. And I have this pulled up, so we'll go back and watch it if we need to. We can cut YouTube at the end. I do want YouTube to be able to see the whole presentation or whatever I'm doing, reading y'all an article. But whilst the links between the Green Man and St. George and the dragon can be shown throughout the rituals of a bygone era, there can also be seen preserved in stone and wood in churches in both the West and East, where St. George is often called by his Arabic name of Al-Khidr, literally the green one. So, I should have had that. The green one. All right. Let me just give me a second, guys. This. We did hit the monthly goal. So we did hit. Okay. So back to this. So here we go with Al-Khidr. In Islamic tradition, and I'm not a fan of Islam, guys, just going to go ahead and say. In Islamic tradition, he leaves green footprints in the desert and appears spontaneously to those who earnestly seek spiritual guidance. Isn't he from... If he's somewhere around like, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so he's Arabic. Is this the same as Prester John who rides off on his green ox? But no, this guy's on a fish. Never mind. Talked about the black king of Ethiopia. When we finished up the adepts, but we're going to keep going. Goes into alchemy and a bunch of other stuff. There's another adepts volume that I want to get. I may have it on there, but it's about the Greek and Roman esoteric traditions. So really want to get into that. And we were going to read Von List's book on the runes, but I don't know. I've heard people say that it's not that. So I don't know if anyone has a better suggestion for a book. Tyranny with a $20 fucking donation. Thank you, Tyranny.
I'm gonna come.
Already have several times. I would love to hear Q's Cup of Nut. I'm not a practitioner of such, but that song really nails the what if of it all. Oh my God, Meat Cavern. Hold on. Hold on. You're funny, motherfucker. Hold on. Someone else said, cut the YouTube, boys. Fuck YouTube. No, guys, YouTube, they're coming back. He says, Jules, how does it feel to be half the age of the life expectancy for a Mississippi Black? Well, it feels good, meaty. I still feel 33, so whatever. Tierney, thank you for the $20 donation, man. You're getting us up to the goal. And guys, if we get to the fucking goal, I'll stay for another hour and a half. So, did we get there? We may have gotten there. Well, the goal's 50, but 33 is so we'll hang out. We'll hang out. Fuck it. I'm kicking it. Don't let that discourage you from supporting the show. If you do want to support the show, go over to the Patreon. A lot of good shit over there. But you can through Rumble Rants, Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal. So stay 33, Drew. Forever. Meaty. Forever. Anywho, I put the Rumble link in YouTube chat. Let's see if they all come over. If all the guys from YouTube come over, then we'll cut YouTube. We're going to cut it after this presentation anyway. So, because we're going to be watching stuff after that. So, let's add this in real fast, guys, before I forget. So we're at 39 out of 50. So 11 more dollars would get us to that $50 goal, which is cool. Sorry. A little spastic sometimes. People who are not familiar. All right. So got the house to myself for 2 nights, till the weekend. Another subscription from Tyranny. Tyranny, thank you so much, dude.
You tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm fucking coming.
Did you hear that? It's from a movie called The Limey. Go on to watch. Thank you, Tyranny, for the subscription. You're hooking people up. It's also a donation, so I appreciate you, man. What are you talking about, Mytha? Hey, Mythoclast, Gods of the Morningwood? What do you think, dude? Look, I mean, I said earlier, Stack's probably coming back on, which is okay. And then Subliminal and Rap will be on and on. They'll be on probably every other month, once, maybe twice. But Subliminal will be in the background. But yeah, dude, if you want to come on and just try it out, if you end up not being able to do it, dude, all good. Anyway, back to this Muslim prophet on a fish. And I said I'm not a fan of Islam. I'm sure there's some decent muzzies out there, but Sneeko is really fucking just the deport Sneeko thing is it should happen because he's fucking awful, dude. What did he say? He was like, it was at some kind of Muslim walk in New York, and they get down in the middle of the fucking street and do a call to prayer. And no, that's just not the time or place. No one wants to hear that. And they said, I'll pull the video up maybe in a minute. But he says, inshallah, all your cities look like this. Inshallah. It's like, fuck. Then he calls Alex Jones a kafid or whatever, which means like infidel. Like, yeah, you get fucking decapitated by they call him a brown clown. Fuck Sneeko. But no, I don't care about all that. I'm just saying, like, that's like cultural representations of Islam. Sneeko, Andrew Tate, and then jihadis, right? So this guy's actually doing them a justice by being an Islamic saint. In Islam tradition, he leaves green footprints in the desert and appears spontaneously to those who earnestly seek spiritual guidance. The years spent by the Templars in the Holy Land, where they are known to have had intimate contacts with their Arabic counterparts, must have given them many further insights into the mystery. I wonder if they were cutting their junk off in the Holy Land. Probably. The like Yahweh servitors fucking nipping at them. They soon adopted George as their patron saint, who, according to their own accounts, often appeared as a shining figure, leading them to victory. They were convinced that it was through the saint's intercession that Richard the Lionheart won the Battle of Acre, and they wore a blue garter as a symbol of brotherhood, as was practiced in the Sufic tradition. This was the origin of the Knights of the Noble Order of the Garter, which carried the mystical stream of thought right to the heart of European society, where it blended seamlessly with the Arthurian mythos and the quest for enlightenment. The quest, the orders of the quest, guys, what we talk about, when we read Adepts. That was a good book. That's a book I'll remember a lot of because we were reading about, a lot of shit in there. Each chapter was something different. St. George and Al-Qadir, the present master of the golden chain, the Sultan Al-Awliya, Sheikha Nazim al-Haqqani. Did I just cast a spell? May Allah sanctify his secret. Wait a minute. Is this guy, I think I may have asked this. The guy writing this may be Muslim. So, but I don't think so. No, his name didn't look Muslim. Is he a white Muslim? The word confirmed is appropriate since the identification has been widely made for a long time. According to HRH Prince Charles, for example, we forget too easily that the veneration of the Virgin is shared in the Middle East to this day by Christians and Muslims alike. That the mysterious prophet of the Muslims, Al-Qadir, was identified with the Christian St. George. Perhaps most obviously, St. George's Day in the Ottoman Empire was better known as Khidr, a name deriving in part from the title Al-Qadir, or the Green. If it is objected that Khidr falls on the 6th of May rather than the 23rd of April, that is St. George's Day, in those regions of Western Europe still holding to this tradition, let it not be forgotten that the 6th of May is simply St. George's Day in the Eastern liturgical calendar. Okay, so it's basically saying that the figure of St. George, this Christian saint, came from basically the myth of this Muslim saint, Al-Qadir, and the pagan Green Man. Which many, you see the Green Man all over churches, and maybe that was their way to, that was like a, because a lot of those churches in Europe were built on type of ancient pagan sites. And so maybe that was their way of, like, I don't know, saying like a tombstone or something. I don't know. But Rama rain, mercy rain on the day of festival is considered holy. The returning crusade. The fuck? Oh, sorry. I thought I was reading something else. That's okay. So this is the Khidr festival in Turkey, ancient Thracia, right? Oh, wait a minute. We got another gifted subscription from Tyranny. Shout out Tyranny, dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you, dude. I think $1. $1 away now, guys. I mean, we already got you got a longer show, so I appreciate you guys. So here we go. The returning Crusaders, and especially the Templars and their associated societies and brotherhoods, the Order of the Garter, one of the other ones. I can't believe I can't think of any right now. Like the Knights of Columbus was a later thing. Like the Order of St. John, those would be so like the Knights of Malta, all that stuff. The Teutonic Knights. And so were instrumental in reinvigorating the religious impulse after the depredations of war and pestilence that had swept across Europe in preceding centuries. So you see the green motifs. You see the rose right here. And the rose was used in a lot of those kind of middle-aged mystery schools, both Islam and Christian mysticism. So is this St. George on the horse, or is this just someone running? Or is that Al-Khidr? That's one depiction of Al-Khidr. A $1 donation from Patrick. This is $1. Pat, thank you, dude. And we got to the goal.
Well.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna come.
All right. Let's put this in here so we can leave it alone. But hey, if you still want to support the show, you guys know how you can. Okay, so there's, and you see they have their the sun behind them. And I will do an episode. The next Green Man will probably be talking about alchemy and how the Green Man is related to a lot of alchemical symbolism, basically, because there is some here, but I kind of I don't want to talk about things I don't know too much about. So, here's some other Green Man faces. A new vision was materializing, a revival of the eternal truths behind all religions, the incorporation of the Byzantine arc in the new Gothic architecture. The prevalence of the Green Man prominently displayed in churches and cathedrals, and their knowledge of the true power of the dragon was a powerful statement of the unity behind the various traditions. And because the Templars had become so wealthy and influential, which they must have thought at least partially due to their association with St. George, they could leave messages for the future. It's interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, you leave, the symbolism, if you can read it, right? That's what's passed down. The stories passed down through these ancient symbols. And what they're trying to do to European symbols is they're trying to degrade them. They're trying to invert them. They're putting them on the ADL's website, right? Things like that. These messages can still be seen today, wherever they have survived the neglect or changing fashions of later centuries, wherever early Christians weren't smashing the stone faces. One such place that has become a focus of attention due to the newfound interest in the mystical traditions of Templarism is Rosslyn Chapel near Edinburgh. And there's a lot about Rosslyn Chapel in the conspiracy corner, right? We have it as the place where the Holy Grail is, maybe even the Ark of the Covenant. I don't care, to be honest with you. It's cool, and if it, if they were ever to present it, it's like, well, wow, that's fucking fascinating. But we've been there. We've talked about it on this show early on in Greypilled. Absolutely. Oh wait, you're talking about the other guy? I don't know. Where are we? Okay, so the Arcane Library of Secrets is literally covered in carvings that preserve in stone the wisdom of their beliefs, each symbol having been personally chosen by its builder, the Grand Master William St. Clair. Where is this is in Rosslyn Chapel. Okay. Observers have noted that there are hundreds of green men adorning the chapel, but only one image of Christ. Yet what is equally intriguing is that there is also a fantastic collection of green dragons. Pete's Dragon, anyone? Great movie. Not the new one, the one from the fucking 50s. It's fantastic. 40s, 50s. It's fantastic. With foliage spilling out of their mouths, just like their more human counterparts. Many of these green men and dragons are directly linked together, as if they both represent different aspects of the same force of nature.
Well.
I mean, they do they? Absolutely. Many such cases, right? Many such cases. These themes and these motifs, this symbolism is recycled, right? Where were we? The famous Apprentice Pillar has 4 intertwined dragons at its base with intricate spirals of foliage rising upwards. Many believe that this pillar represents the tree of life. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's 4 dragons. This could be kind of on par with the 4 stags on Yggdrasil in the branches. So there's 4 dragons, tree of life. Many believe this pillar represents the tree of life that links heaven and earth. If so, then the foundations of the tree of life are rooted in the dragon power of nature. And this goes to what the guy was talking about earlier with the spine and the kundalini and all that. And that's for your own spiritual practice. But with its endless rhythms determined by the seasonal nature of the dying and rising vegetation god. But just as the green man must die to be resurrected anew, the mystical adepts who laid all these images before us knew that the enlightened individual must also be reborn in like fashion. From this perspective, St. George is in a sense each and every one of us, taming our dragons so we can aspire to the full consciousness of nature and its eternal mysteries. I love that. Absolutely. I actually agree. I would go with the green man over St. George, obviously, but to inspire, right? That's what symbolism is mainly for, and like depictions of the ancient gods or the heroes, right? It's to inspire. Also, look to the story of Sir Gawain. Is it Gawain or Gawain? I don't know. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It describes how Sir Gawain is a knight in King Arthur's Round Table, accepts a challenge from a mysterious Green Knight who challenges any knight to strike him with his axe if he will take a return blow in a year and a day. Gawain accepts and beheads him with his blow, at which the Green Knight stands up, picks up his head, and reminds Gawain of the appointed time. In his struggles to keep his bargain, Gawain demonstrates chivalry and loyalty until his honor is called into question by a test involving Lady Bertilac, the lady of the Green Knight's castle. Poet Simon Armitage goes on the trail of one of the jewels in the crown of British poetry, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, written about 600 years ago by an unknown author. The poem has got just about everything. It is an action-packed adventure, a ghost story, a steamy romance, a morality tale, and the world's first echo poem. Armitage follows in the footsteps of the poem's hero, Gawain, and through some of Britain's most beautiful and mystical landscapes, and reveals why an absurd tale of a knight beheading a green giant is is as relevant and compelling today as when it was written. And that's interesting. All of our mythologies and these ancient stories that we, should be passed down to our children through our traditions and culture, I think these are important. They contain all of this, right? They contain romance and action and there's a moral at the end. And it's usually from these European sagas and, stuff like that. So and it's people being inspired by the gods, right? And the gods are greeting them along their journey. They're guiding them. They're giving them their blessing or power or what have you. Anyway. Well, yeah, guys. So let's hang out for a little bit. Fuck it. You're on Arc Raiders. Well, that's okay. Let me get this out of here. And so that's that. I'm going to keep that side up just so we can, look at it again, maybe find some other little articles or what have you. Almost to 2 hours. So we'll go, we can go 3 hours if y'all want to, since we got to the goal. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to watch Who Stole the Allfather? Probably going to watch that. So I don't know why I asked. Thomas Sheridan, who's been a guest on Occult Rejects. He's correspondent, friends with Zaralath. They've talked a lot, and he came on the Occult Rejects to talk about a book he wrote on psychopaths and psychopathy. But he did this video, and I think it may be a book. I want to get him on to talk, but I do want to watch it, and I haven't watched it yet, so I want to watch it with you guys. It's called "Who Stole the Allfather?" How Odin became Christ, and so if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but here on Grey Pilled, we're here to learn anything and everything. We read about it, we maybe sometimes experience it. We go in, we learn different, from different sources, different angles, kind of, and then we come to conclusions on what makes the most sense. What we can experience, like I said, what we see with our eyes, not what people tell us. And we got to take into account a lot of conspiracies, man. A lot of these, and I said this last week, what people call red pill daddies, or like Bill Cooper. And it's like, dude, these people probably heavily indoctrinated. They got some stuff right? Like as far as the Venetian banking families and, some of these cults. But as far as the whole religious dichotomy goes, it's like they had no idea that we would be talking and asking a lot of the questions that we get into today. So, but what do y'all think? Do y'all think that the Green Man, do y'all think that St. George is because there will be some CI bros out there be like, no, actually the Green Man came from St. George. It's like, oh, okay. And then there will also be people out there to, say, no, it comes from the Muslim guy. But I believe that the Green Man existed as a God archetype, and the archetype of the Green Man being that of the patriarch of nature, existing far longer than any man depicted, right? Whether it be some like mystical man or some fucking crusading man. Crusading Man. It's a good country song. Heavenly Hans, get on it. Anyway, so Xerox, good night, buddy. I love you. Jules is a psychopathy psychonaut. Sycophant. I was thinking psychonaut. That's where my head is. What if I was to do that and do a live stream in nature on Patreon? Patreon only. Patreon only. Did y'all come hang out with me? That'd be weird. Maybe I could get I don't know. That's fucking weird. That's not what it's for. Never mind. That'd be weird. Especially. Yeah, no. I don't know if I could do that. Who was it? I think Jose that went on Tower Gang, and he was just like, it's just, yeah. Yeah, a few grams, I think, probably an 8. That was funny. Those old Tower Gang episodes are gold, comedy gold. All right. So, oh yeah, we're gonna watch the Abba Os, right? Abba Os, or what was it? What? Here, sorry. All right. Yeah. There we go. All right. YouTube, guys. Oh, yeah. Let me remove. And YouTube, we will we'll see you guys on Saturday. Maybe tomorrow night. May do a show tomorrow night. But definitely Saturday for Gods of the Morning Wood. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. This was fun. This was fun. And this is only part 3 of our Green Man deep dive. We will be doing more and more. And yeah, until next time, stay gray pilled. Question everything. But don't just say it, do it. Later.